very much. And let's play some ball. It is great time for baseball.
Ready to go? Well, good evening and welcome to Weslaco, Texas. We are on the campus of Weslaco East High School for tonight's district baseball matchup between the visiting team, the Donna Redskins, and your very own Weslaco East Wildcats. Donna will bat in this order. They'll lead things off with the pitcher, Ronnie Bocanegra. Batting second will be the third baseman, Joaquin Gutierrez. In the three hole is going to be the first baseman, Ethan Rincon. The cleanup batter is going to be the catcher, Alan Jimenez. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Roy Daniel Gomez. In the sixth spot is going to be the shortstop, Miguel Maldonado. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Jace Castillo. Batting eighth is going to be the second baseman, Ethan Sanchez. The designated hitter, batting ninth, is going to be Joshua Salinas. He'll be batting for the center fielder, Carlos Castillo. Your Weslaco East Wildcats will play defensively in this manner. Out in left field is Aiden Gonzalez. In center field, Gabriel Palacios. In right field, Nate Valderas. The third baseman is Tony Solis. Second baseman, Marcelo Zavala. At first base, Jaden Del Villar. The shortstop is James Abrigo. Behind the plate, doing the catching tonight is Andy Rodriguez. And on the mound tonight for your Weslaco East Wildcats is the right-hander, Lalo Hernandez. Looking for a good game tonight. The last time we were here, we broadcast a Weslaco East Wildcat ball game. It was the very same pitcher on the mound, Lalo Hernandez, and he faced 15 batters and struck out all 15 batters for a perfect game. So we'll see what he's going to be able to produce tonight as he faces the Donna Redskins. Last warm-up toss has been made. Toss over to second, and we are now set to get underway. We got a two-man umpiring crew tonight. On the bases is David Gomez, and behind the plate calling the balls and strikes tonight is going to be Adrian Elizondo. Leading things off for the Donna Redskins is the pitcher, number 4, Ronnie Bocanegra. Right-handed batter for the Redskins. Redskins in their white pants, maroon jerseys, white trimming on their sleeves, white lettering outlined in gold. The first pitch is a changeup, and that is in there for called strike one. Another breaking ball, that one catching the outside corner for strike two. So Bocanegra watches both first pitches come by him without taking a crack at him, and he is down 0-2. Another pitch, that one a little high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Ronnie Bocanegra. A breaking ball, this one fouled back. It's going to go out of play. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sun still shining for a 7 o'clock first pitch here at Weslaco East Baseball Stadium. It's 83 degrees, been humid today, a little windy. Swung on, fly ball, first baseman, Villar calling everybody off, but then the second baseman, Zavala, says, no, I got this one, and he makes the grab for the first out. It is a little windy. Wind blowing out of the south-southeast at 17 miles an hour. No flag here at the baseball park, but there is one at the softball park. You can see it blowing out to center field. That'll bring up the second batter. It's going to be the third baseman, Joaquin Gutierrez. First pitch outside for ball one. A breaking ball outside corner, strike one. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Another breaking ball. This time Gutierrez way ahead of it, and now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Comes back with a high heater and gets him swinging for the first strikeout of the night. And that brings up the third batter, the first baseman, Ethan Rincon. There are 2 outs here in the first inning. Rincon, a left-handed batter for the Redskins. First left-handed batter that Hernandez will face tonight. That one is in there for called strike one. inside for ball one.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Ethan Rincon. Breaking ball, swung on, fouled back. Catcher moving back, and he's got it. Good grab by the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Not sure if he had a good view of it because he never removed that mask, but he was able to get under it and make the grab for the third out. So the Wildcats, Lalo Hernandez faces 3 batters, gets them all out. 1-2-3 inning for your Wildcats. We'll come back at the bottom of the first with the Wildcats coming to bat.
That's what we're talking about. Canada style, yeah. Let me see the hands of all my angels in here.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. Your Wildcats coming to bat, and they'll bat in this order. Leading things off is going to be the third baseman, Tony Solis. Batting second, the pitcher, Lalo Hernandez. In the third spot will be the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Batting cleanup is the shortstop, James Abrego. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jaden Del Villar. The sixth batter is going to be the designated hitter, Adrian Guzman. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Aiden Gonzalez. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Nate Valderas, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Marcelo Zavala. The Redskins will line up defensively like this. In left field, Carlos Castillo. In center field, Jace Castillo. In right field, Roy Daniel Gomez. First pitch to Solis is high and swung on and missed for strike one. The third baseman, Joaquin Gutierrez. Second base, Ethan Sanchez. The first baseman, Ethan Rincon. The shortstop, Miguel Maldonado. The catcher, Alan Jimenez. And on the mound for the Redskins is Ronnie Bocanegra. 0-1 the count to the leadoff batter for your Wildcats, Tony Solis. Swung on, fly ball to center field. Castillo takes a few steps to his left and secures the ball for out number one. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Lalo Hernandez.
Next up to bat for the Wildcats, number 2, Lalo Hernandez.
Hernandez, a right-handed pitcher, but a left-handed batter. First pitch, missing high for ball one. Swung on, hit hard to right field, and right at the right fielder, Roy Daniel Gomez, who drops to a knee to make the grab for the second out. So Bocanegra has thrown 4 pitches and has gotten the first 2 batters to fly out to the outfield, and that'll bring up the catcher, Andy Rodriguez, another left-handed batter for your Wildcats. Swings at the first pitch, fly ball. In comes the center fielder, Castillo. Has to come in quite a bit, and he does. And that is out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Boca Negra and the Redskins. We have played 1 inning here at Weslaco Baseball Stadium at the end of 1. No score between your Wildcats and the Redskins.
And the bat for Donna Redskins, number 1.
Donna up to bat here in the top of the 2nd inning, and they'll bring up Jimenez, Gomez, and Maldonado, all to face Hernandez. First pitch from Hernandez is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Another breaking ball, this time missing a little too high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter, the catcher, Alan Jimenez. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Kicking and dealing is Hernandez. Another breaking ball. That time it just misses outside for ball 3. Comes with a fastball, and that one's in there for strike 2. And now the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, this one is hit, lined into center field for a base hit. The first hit of the night belongs to the catcher, Alan Jimenez, and the Redskins have their leadoff batter on, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Roy Daniel Gomez.
Up to bat, number 7, Roy Daniel Gomez.
Going back to first is Hernandez. Jimenez back in on time. First pitch to the batter, Gomez, is in there for strike 1. Going back to first, and this time they get him. Jimenez struggled to get back to first, leading a little too far, and Hernandez made him pay for it. Good tag there by Del Villar, and that's a pickoff for Hernandez. That pitch is going to miss for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runners on for the batter, the right fielder, Roy Daniel Gomez. That one is right at the knees for strike two.
1-2.
Hernandez kicks and deals. Breaking ball, Hopper to the third baseman. Solis on a short hop, fires it across his body to the first baseman, Del Viad, for out number 2. What a good play there by Solis, as he had to play that one on the short hop, and then his momentum bringing him forward. Had to throw across his body, but he's got a great arm and able to throw it on the money to secure out number 2.
Number 3.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Miguel Maldonado. Fouled back for strike 1. Yeah, they got him incorrect. Nothing in 1 to count to Maldonado. Breaking ball, that one in there for strike 2. As Maldonado just watches that one go by. Nothing in 2 the count. Hernandez steps back, didn't feel comfortable. Maybe wanted to reset the call, not sure, but now he's back on the rubber. Nothing in 2 the count. Shakes off the first call. He's now ready. Here he delivers. Swung on. Fouled back. That's going to go out of play for, or leaving this count at nothing in 2. Two outs here in the top of the second inning. No runners on. Nothing to 2 the count. That one is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Maldonado. One-two pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for the second strikeout of the night. And it is another 1-2-3 inning after a base hit, but they got him picked off at first base, the catcher, Alan Jimenez. And there is no score as we head to the bottom of the second. Wildcats coming to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. And they'll bring up batters 4, 5, and 6. James Abrigo, Jaden Del Viad, and Adrian Guzman, the designated hitter. Abrigo, the shortstop, right-handed batter for your Wildcats. Bocanegra taking his time. Now he's ready. Here comes the first pitch. That one inside. Didn't catch the batter. Looked like it might have from where we're sitting, but it did not. So ball 1. One ball, no strikes on the batter, Abrigo. That's a breaking ball in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, the shortstop, James Abrigo. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count on Abrigo. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball swung on, fouled into the netting on the first base side of the field. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 again. Breaking ball, missing high for ball 2. 2-2 count on the batter. Breaking ball, fouled again down the first base side. Out goes Rincon, and he can't play it, and it falls safely in foul territory, and the count will stay the same at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Don't expect we'll see any torpedo bats tonight, as most of these high school ball players still use aluminum. Of course, that's the big craze right now, the whole talk of that's the whole craze right now all over the internets, the torpedo bats of the New York Yankees. Swung on, fouled back again. The count will remain 2-2. Yeah, I got a chance to watch the, not the evolution, but the engineering behind that on a segment earlier this week. And the guy that designed it came and talked about the engineering behind it. Very interesting on how they came up with the engineering and the science on the development of that torpedo bat. We got a 2-2 count for maybe the 4th time already on Abrigo. So here comes the 2-2 once again. That pitch is high for ball 3, and now the count is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Boca Negra. That is hit hard into the third baseman's shortstop gap for a base hit.
Abrigo, after fighting off several pitches, base hit.
So the leadoff batter here in the 2nd inning for your Wildcats is on.
Number 11,
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Jaden Del Villar. First pitch to Del Villar. Fouled back for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to count to Del Villar. Swung on, fouled back, and Del Villar behind the count, nothing in 2.
0-2 to Del Villar.
inside for ball one.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter, Jaden Del Villar, the first baseman for your Wildcats. Going to first. In and plenty of time is Abrigo. Abrigo not with a big lead there at first. Bocanegra maybe just trying to buy some time to focus on what he wants to throw to Del Villar. That pitch missing inside for ball 2.
2-2.
So the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes to the first baseman, Del Villar. Two pitch on its way. In the dirt for ball 3, but it gets past the catcher.
Full count. Abrigo.
And Abrigo will take second.
No outs. Wildcats have a man in second.
So the Wildcats now with a man in scoring position, a full count to the batter, Del Villar. So here comes a payoff pitch to Del Villar. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So after getting ahead in the count, 0-2, and then
Up to bat next, number 20.
facing a full count, Bocanegra gets Del Villar swinging for out number 1. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Adrian Guzman. Runner on second in Abrigo. Swung on, fouled back. This is going to be out of play for strike 1.
Hey, Carlos, be ready, Carlos. You ready, Jack?
Nothing and one the count to Guzman. Swung on, shortstop, backhands it, goes to third to get Abrigo.
Guzman sending it right to the shortstop.
So Guzman at first on a fielder's choice.
2 outs. Up to bat number 5, Aiden Gonzalez.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Aiden Gonzalez. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So used to saying in the dirt, but this year all 4 fields in Weslaco now have AstroTurf. So do we say in the dirt or in the turf? Gonna have to get used to saying in the turf. That one gets past the catcher. Another pitch in the turf. And with that pass ball, Guzman will advance to second. So again, the Wildcats with a runner in scoring position, this time in Guzman. And behind in the count is the pitcher, Bocanegra, 2-0 to the batter, Aiden Gonzalez. Another left-handed batter for your Wildcats. Swung on, fouled back, out of play, strike 1.
2-1.
2 balls and a strike to Gonzalez. Another pitch fouled back, almost in the same exact place. And now the count
Heads up.
is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, runner at second. We're in the bottom of the second. No score between the Wildcats and the Redskins. High and outside to make the count full.
Okay.
Runner's going to be running with a full count. Swung on, this one down the right field line. It's tailing, and it's going to go out of play, and the count will remain full. Gonzalez gave that one a ride. Not sure if there was enough power for it to go out of the park, but it was hit deep. Eventually ended out of play. Count remains full. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner in scoring position. Again, that is Guzman at second base. Breaking ball swung on and missed for out number 3. So Bocanegra gets himself out of trouble. Still no score here in this one. We go to the 3rd inning in this district matchup between your Wildcats and the Redskins.
As we start the 3rd inning.
3rd inning about to get underway.
Jace Castillo.
Donna will send batters 7, 8, and 9. Jace Castillo, Ethan Sanchez, and Joshua Salinas. All to face Lalo Hernandez. Redskins only have 1 hit here in this ball game. That came off the bat of Alan Jimenez back in the 2nd inning. That's going to be a little pop-up to the shortstop, Abrego. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Makes the catch. 1 out.
And that'll bring up the second baseman, Ethan Sanchez.
At the bat. Ethan Sanchez. Number 6. Number 9.
First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2.
0-2.
Another breaking ball, this time just missing outside. And actually, Hernandez threw that a little bit higher. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Ethan Sanchez. As we mentioned, the previous pitch was the same one as the third pitch, just a little higher. Maybe Lalo wanted to see if he could get him to chase something out of the strike zone. Low for ball 3. Count is now full. Payoff pitch on its way. That's in there for called strike 3. What a pitch from Hernandez. And that just buckled Sanchez, and he just watched it go by. Got called out for strike out number 3 of the night. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Carlos Castillo. Guess they decided to go without a designated hitter. Pitch swung on, fouled back for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on and missed strike 2.
1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes to count, and that pitch missing high for ball 2.
2-2.
Swung on, that's a grounder to the shortstop. Abrego picks it up, tosses it to first for out number 3. And another 1-2-3 inning for your Wildcats. We played 2.5 here at Weslaco East Baseball Field. And as we head to the bottom of the third, still no score between the Wildcats and the Redskins. Bottom of the third inning is where we are at. Wildcats coming to the plate with batters 8, 9, and then to the top of the order, Nate Valderas, Marcelo Zavala, and Tony Solis. Valderas, the right fielder for your Wildcats. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back for strike one. 0-1 to count to Balderas. Pitch on the inside part of the plate for strike two.
0-2 to Valderas.
Valderas finds himself behind the count, 0-2. Outside for ball one. One-two pitch on its way. Valderas calls time as Bocanegra took quite a bit of time to decide on when to deliver that pitch. No time clock in high school baseball. Now comes the 1-2. That inside for ball two. Two balls, two strikes to Valderas. Swung on and missed for strike number three. And Valderas has his third strikeout of the night, and that'll bring up Marcelo Zavala, the second baseman.
Up to bat, number 7, Marcelo Zavala.
First pitch to Zavala. Swung on, fly ball, it's in the infield. Shortstop Maldonado calls it, and he makes the grab for out number two. And we head to the top of the order. It's going to be the third baseman, Tony Solis. Solis is 0 for 1 tonight. He popped up to the center fielder his first time at the plate. First pitch, a breaking ball missing for ball one. Solis, the third of 3 Solis brothers to have played here at Weslaco East. Had Tony, Nick, and now, I'm sorry, this is Tony. We had Alex, Nick, and now Tony. Both Nick and Alex, were pitchers here at East. Tony has not been on the mound, at least not that I have seen. Always seen him in the infield. And quickly, he is ahead in the count, 3-0. And of course, Nick right now pitching at U of H. Alex pitching at U of H. Okay. That's right. Tony's batting. I'm getting them all mixed up. See way too many kids throughout the years. That one is in there for strike one. 3 balls and a strike. That is inside for ball 4. Home plate umpire Adrian Elizondo looks over to David Gomez, asks if he did go around. Gomez says no, he did not. So that's ball 4. So the Wildcats with a runner on here in the third inning with 2 outs will now bring up the second batter in the lineup. 4th in the inning, Lalo Hernandez, the pitcher. He is 0 for 1. He lined out to right field, his first time at the plate, literally right at Gomez. First pitch, high and outside for ball one.
Let's go, Allen. Hey, throw it in there, man.
Pickoff attempt. Solis back in, plenty of time.
Two outs, two outs.
Pitch in the turf. Snap back throw to first, not in time. 2-0 count on the batter, Lalo Hernandez.
Good pitch.
3-0 count.
Nice pitch.
Boca Negra starting to go a little deeper in the count here in the third inning. That is strike one. Stolen base by Solis as he takes off.
Solis puts on the Jets, makes it safely to second base. 3-1 to Hernandez with
So now the count is 3-1, and we do have a runner in scoring position at second in Tony Solis. Swung on, hit hard, but the first baseman picks it up on one hop, steps on the bag for out number 3. And that'll do it for your Wildcats. They do get a runner via a walk, leave them stranded at second. And we played 3 here at Weslaco East Baseball Field. And at the end of 3, no score between your Wildcats and the Redskins. We start the 4th inning as the Redskins come to the plate, and we go to the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3, Boca Negra, Gutierrez, and Rincon. All to face Hernandez here in the 4th. Hernandez comes with a breaking ball as the first pitch, fouled back into the turf for strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball hit to center field. In comes the center fielder, Palacios, but he's going to have to take it on one hop. And the Redskins have their second base hit of the night, and this is the second time in as many innings that the Redskins have their leadoff batter on board. And that'll bring up Joaquin Gutierrez. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out the first time he faced Hernandez. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Swung on, fouled back for strike two.
Foul back, strike two.
Anything close, Jack? Anything close?
Looking that one go by for strike three.
Hernandez dials that one in for strike three.
So Hernandez gets Joaquin looking for out number one here in the fourth inning.
Up to bat number 8, Ethan Rincon.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Ethan Rincon, popped up behind the plate, caught by the catcher back in the first inning. So he is 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch goes by for ball one. Back to first in time is Bocanegra. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Rincon.
Go, Ethan. You got this, man. Nice and easy, Ethan.
Error on the throw there. And that'll advance Bocanegra to second.
Bocanegra is able to make it to second base safely. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. That's a grounder to Solis. Looks back, the runner fires at the first for out number 2. Good play there by Solis, looking the runner back and holding on to it for a second or two to ensure that the runner at second was not going to be able to advance.
Go, Alan. Hey, same thing last time, Alan. Same thing, Alan.
And that'll bring up
Nice and easy.
Alan Jimenez. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Single to center the first time up at the plate. First pitch, fastball in there for strike one. Fouled back. Count is 0-2.
0-2.
Anything close, anything close.
0-2 the count. Did he go around? They're not going to challenge that. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2.
Here comes the 1-2 from Hernandez. Breaking ball, fouled back. Count will remain the same at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Jimenez able to foul tip that one back. 1-2.
Swung on, fly ball In comes the first baseman, Del Villar, and he catches that one in foul territory for the third out.
Steady eye. Catches that.
The Redskins do get one hit. They get 0 runs and leave that runner stranded at second.
Still at 0-0.
We head to the bottom of the fourth, and the score is still 0-0 between the Wildcats and the Redskins. We'll be right back. A little Bon Jovi here at the stadium as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. And your Wildcats will send the batters numbers 3, 4, and 5, Rodriguez, Abrego, and Del Villar, all to face Ronnie Bocanegra, the pitcher for the Redskins. Rodriguez 0 for 1 tonight. Fly out to center field back in the first inning. First pitch swung on and fouled for strike 1. Nothing in 1 to count. Now the count is 1 ball and 1 strike as that pitch misses low and outside. Swung on, hit high into right field. Gomez backing up a few steps, makes the grab for out number 1.
Right fielder there for the fly out. 1 out.
That'll bring up the shortstop, James Abrego. Abrego reached
Number 10.
in the second on a base hit to left field, then was thrown out as he was running to third. On a slow grounder to the shortstop, picked it up and tossed it to the third baseman. First pitch missing low for ball 1. Fastball hit hard to left. Castillo moves over to his right. Can't see it. Lost it in the lights. And it's going to be Abrego on his way to third base.
Looking for the ball out there.
Slides head first safely for a triple.
Around all the way to third on a triple.
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the ball hit hard to left. I saw Castillo move to his right. So I was kind of second-guessing myself as far as the depth of the ball, but Castillo just never saw it.
Into the batter's box, number 11.
And that one went to the corner, and Abrigo wasted no time to get to third. So with the runner at third and one out, that'll bring up the first baseman, Jaden Del Villar. Swings at the first pitch and misses for strike one. Nothing in one to count. Again, the batter calls time on this one. As we've seen, there's been several occasions that Bocanegra does take a little too long, at least in the batter's eyes, to get ready to release that pitch. Breaking ball hit hard to the left. That's going to drop for a base hit, and that's going to score the first runner. Abrigo scores easily. So a RBI single for Del Villar, and your Wildcats are on the board first.
Up to bat now, Adrian Guzman.
That'll bring up Adrian Guzman, the designated hitter, who reached on a fielder's choice back in the first and was stranded there as the inning ended. So the Wildcats starting to hit the ball hard on Bocanegra here in the fourth inning. Last two hits have been hit very solid. That one is hit hard to center right field gap. And it's going to go to the fence. And it's going to be Del Villar on his horse running home. So it's an RBI double for Guzman.
For the second run of the inning. The Wildcats on the board again, 2-0.
So the Wildcats bats starting to get hot here in the fourth as they've hit the ball really hard against Bocanegra the last three batters have. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Aiden Gonzalez. Comes the first pitch to Gonzalez. Fly ball back out of play for strike one.
0-1.
Pitch low for ball one.
1-1.
One ball, one strike to the batter, Aiden Gonzalez. Showing bunt, fouls it back for the second strike, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Go Redskins! Go Redskins!
1-2 count to Gonzalez. Swung on. This is headed to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. And in to score is going to be Guzman. And Gonzalez on his way to third. Here comes the throw. And he slides in safely.
And he slides in.
So Gonzalez with an RBI triple.
Aiden Gonzalez squeezing 3 bases out of that one. Another run scores for your Wildcats.
So the Wildcats with 4 hits in a row, excuse me. A triple, a single, a double, a triple. And 3 runs have scored here in the bottom of the 4th. Still just 1 out. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Nate Valderas. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Valderas showing bunt. Brings it back, swings at that one, fouls it back for strike 2.
0-2 to Valderas.
Runner at third in Gonzalez. 1 out. Bocanegra from the windup, excuse me. Breaking ball missing low for ball 1.
1-2.
Here comes the 1-2. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Valderas. Two-two pitch on its way. In the turf for ball 3, Gonzalez stays at third.
About it. Put it first, third. The count goes full to Valderas.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, foul territory. First baseman will grab it just a few steps behind first base and a little bit foul. Rincon with a good grab there for out number 2. And that'll bring up Marcelo Zavala. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Popped up to the shortstop back in the 3rd inning.
In the bat for the Wildcats, number 7, Marcelo Zavala.
Wildcats have brought 3 runs across here in the 4th. Have 4 hits. Zavala watches the first pitch go by for strike 1. Swings at that one, and that's going to make its way into center field. So an RBI single for Zavala. And now the Wildcats lead 4-0.
4-0. 2 outs.
So with 2 outs, we head to the top of the order, and it's going to be Tony Solis. Solis is 0 for 1 and a walk today. First pitch is low for ball 1.
Go, Ronnie. 2 outs, guys, 2 outs.
Going to first, not in time. Zavala back in plenty of time. outside for ball 2.
2-0 to Solis.
Two-zero count to Solis. Hit hard to left field. If that one stays fair, it's gone. It's going to be foul.
Foul ball. That one went a good long way. 2-1.
Wildcats have been hitting the ball hard here in the 4th inning. And Solis gave that one a ride. Two balls, one strike is the count. Coach Brown wanting to verify the count. Home plate umpire, Adrian Elizondo, tells him it's 2 balls and a strike. So let's see what Boca Negra does here on this next pitch after Solis had just given that one a ride. That one is low for ball 3. Donna fans wanted that one. 3 balls and a strike to Solis. Back to first goes Boca Negra. And does Zavala. And he's in safely. Here comes the 3-1. That's going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. Solis had one to play with, so he just lets that one go. Now the count is full. Runner will be going with 2 outs and a full count. Payoff pitch from Boca Negra is low for ball 4.
Ball 4, Solis takes base.
So second time here in the ball game that they walk Solis, and that'll bring up Lalo Hernandez, the pitcher. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out to right, grounded out to first. And Hernandez is the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Wildcats here in the 4th inning. Jimenez wants to have a few words with Boca Negra, so he makes his way to the mound. The Wildcats have 4 runs on 5 hits here in the 4th inning. And all hits, all contact has been hard. A triple by Abrego, a single by Del Villar, a double from Guzman, a triple from Gonzalez, and a single from Zavala. Those are the 5 hits here in the 4th. First pitch fouled back for strike 1. Inside for ball 1.
1-1.
One ball, one strike to the pitcher, Lalo Hernandez. Thought about it, but let it go by for ball 2.
Hernandez checks the swing. 2-1.
2 balls and a strike to Hernandez. Runners at first and second. Zavala at second, Solis at first. Hernandez calls time, steps out of the box. Now he's back in. Pitch from Boca Negra is outside for ball 3.
3-1.
Three-one count to Hernandez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Swung on, fly ball. It's in foul territory, but no one's going to be able to catch up to that one, so it will be now a full count on the batter, Lalo Hernandez.
Field line. And the count goes full. 2 outs. Wildcats have men on first and second.
Go, Ronnie. Hey, one good pitch. One good
Runners at first and second in Zavala and Solis with a full count and 2 outs. They'll be running. Boca Negra from the stretch. Hit hard to right field. That goes back to the fence and off the fence. 2 runners will come in. Hernandez is going to turn to go to third. And he has himself a 2 RBI triple. And now your Wildcats lead 6-0.
Has 2 RBIs. And the Wildcats take the lead 6-0. Here in the 4th inning.
Talk it over.
So again, the Wildcats continue to hit the ball hard here in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Abrego, the shortstop. I'm sorry, Rodriguez, the catcher. He flied out to right field the first time that he batted here in this inning. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out to center and a fly out to right. The Wildcats have 4 extra base hits here in this inning. That one is fouled down the first base side for strike 1.
Rodriguez rips at that one. Standing up the right field line. 0-1.
Wildcats have 6 hits here in this inning, also have 6 runs. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nothing in 2, the count to the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Runner at third in Hernandez. Outside for ball 1.
1-2.
pitch, Ronnie. One good pitch.
Time called by Rodriguez. As he's looking at a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, hit hard to the first baseman. He picks it up, touches the bag for out number 3. But your Wildcats get 6 runs on 6 hits, leave 1 runner stranded. We've played 4 innings of baseball here at Wildcat Baseball Field. And at the end of 4 innings, it is your Wildcat 6, the Redskins 0.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Redskins number 7, Roy Daniel Gomez.
5th inning is where we are at. Wildcats up 6-0. Hernandez still on the mound for your Wildcats, facing batters 5, 6, and 7, Gomez, Maldonado, and Castillo. Roy Daniel Gomez swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. He is 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to the third baseman, Tony Solis, his first time up at bat. Swings and misses at the second pitch and now is behind in the count, 0-2. Big breaking ball missing outside for ball 1.
Go with the pitch. Go with the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Gomez. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Gomez swings at that one. 1 out.
Strikeout number 5 for Hernandez. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Miguel Maldonado. He is 0 for 1 tonight, struck out in the second inning. First pitch high for ball 1. Second pitch inside for ball 2.
2-0.
Swung on, fouled down the first base line. Out goes the first baseman, Del Villar, and he grabs it right in front of the fence for out number 2.
Keeping an eye on that one and chasing
Good
it
play
down
there
the
by
right
Del
field
Villar,
foul
never
line
giving
for the
up on
second
it.
out.
That one was trailing away from him,
Up to bat, number 2,
and he just kept
Casey
with
Castillo.
it and almost into the darkened corner there and still makes the grab. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Jace Castillo, the center fielder. Looks at a breaking ball, swings at it, and misses for strike number 1. Castillo is 0 for 1 tonight. Fly out to the shortstop back in the 3rd inning. Second pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball and a strike to Castillo. Breaking ball inside for strike 2. Nice placement of that one from Hernandez. That one started way inside and then broke right on the inside part of the plate. Outside for ball 2.
2-2.
Just a bit outside for ball 3.
Full count.
Count is now full to the batter Castillo. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is strikeout number 6. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for your Wildcats. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still Wildcat 6, Donna nothing.
Of the 5th inning.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning,
Somebody go.
and we've got a pitching change. Now on the mound for the Redskins is Joaquin Gutierrez. And Bocanegra is done. Gave up 6 hits, 6 runs all in the fourth inning, and he'll go to third base. So Gutierrez on the mound now for the Redskins, facing batters 4, 5, and 6. Abrego, Del Villar, and Guzman. The first pitch way inside, sending Abrego to the turf for ball 1.
On that one. 1-0.
Hey, let's go, Redskins.
Second pitch inside, ball 2.
2-0.
2-0 count to the batter, Abrego. Inside, ball 3. 3 straight pitches, all inside. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. Breaking ball high for ball 4.
Abrego sees that one come in for a ball.
So 4 straight pitches, and Abrego is on first, and that'll bring up Jaden Del Villar. Del Villar is 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a single and an RBI. Inside, ball 1. So Gutierrez, all 5 pitches he's thrown have been inside. So struggling a little as he gets underway here in the 5th. Time called by Del Villar.
Go, Redskins.
Again, Del Villar calls time as Gutierrez on the mound. Taking a little time to decide what pitch he wants to go with. Breaking ball, this time he does cross the plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter, Del Villar. That one is inside for ball 2.
Ball 2. Strike 1.
Swung on, foul ball right to the coach's box. Coach Brown had to skip out of the way from that one.
Foul ball evens the count at 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. This one is in foul territory. Out goes the catcher and the first baseman.
That one landing in the visiting team's dugouts roof.
So as that one goes out of play, the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed, gets past the catcher. Catcher will go to second, and everybody's going to be safe.
Abrego called safe at second. Del Villar.
Not sure why the catcher did not go to first, being that that's the easier play. But nonetheless, everybody is aboard safely, and that'll bring up Adrian Guzman, the designated hitter. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second and then a RBI double in the fourth. First pitch he looks at is called strike one. Oh, there was the bag was occupied, so he doesn't advance. That's right. My bad. I'm sorry. That's why the catcher went to second, because he knew the batter was automatically out because base was occupied. So there is one out in the inning. That got by me as well.
1-1, one out. Two and one.
Pitch is low for ball two.
Hey, take your time, Jack. Take your time.
Outside for ball three.
3-1.
Swung on, foul ball, and it being chased down by the third baseman, and he can't catch up to it. And it'll safely be a foul ball, and the count is now full.
Foul ball territory. Full count.
Full count on the batter. Adrian Guzman, the designated hitter. Ball four.
Come on, Blue.
Ball four. Guzman goes to first on the walk.
So the second walk here in the inning, and that'll bring up Aiden Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1 for 2. Back in the fifth, he had that RBI triple. Which he just got on his horse and ran. Calls time. Swings at the first pitch right by the shortstop. And he's got himself another. No, they're not going to send the runner.
And on that one, that squeezes right by.
Abrego stays at third.
Center field, base hit for Gonzalez. Loading up the bases.
Now the bases are loaded, and that'll bring up Nate Valderas, the right fielder. He is 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout and a flyout is what he's done at the plate tonight. Swings at the first pitch, missing, strike one. Swung on, fouled back, and now the count is 0-2.
0-2. Careful.
That is strike three, and that will retire Nate Valderas.
2 outs.
And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Marcelo Zavala.
Up to bat, number 7.
He is 1 for 2 tonight. RBI single back in the fourth. Flew out in the third. First pitch in the turf. And that'll bring across Abrego.
Make it across first.
So now it's 7-0.
And the score now goes to 7-0. 1-0 to Zavala.
Runners advance. So now at second and third are Guzman and Gonzalez. Another pitch in the turf. This time catcher Jimenez keeps it in front of him. Two balls, no strikes on the batter. That one catches the plate for strike one.
That one comes back in for strike one, 2-1.
Breaking ball missing low for ball 3.
2 outs. Wildcats have runners on second and third. Count is 3-1 to Zavala.
Here comes the 3-1. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
And once again, the bases are loaded.
The bases are loaded.
That's the third walk issued by Gutierrez here in the 5th inning. And we go to the top of the order, Tony Solis. Solis 0 for 1, 2 walks, and he has scored. A hard hit to the fence could put this game away. Way inside for ball 1.
He's tucking back from that one, 1-0.
Swung on, hit hard to the third baseman. He'll pick it up, touch the bag for out number 3.
And on that shot to the third baseman, third out, ending the 5th inning. But your Wildcats are up 7-0 as we go into the 6th.
7-0 is the score. We head to the 6th inning. Wildcats on top. We'll be right back.
Redskins bring up number 9, Ethan Sanchez.
Head to the 6th inning. Hernandez still on the mound for your Wildcats. And he's going to face batters 8, 9, and 1. It'll be Joshua Salinas, Carlos Castillo, and Ronnie Bocanegra. First pitch, missing low and inside for ball 1. Inside for ball 2.
2-0.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
2-1.
Come on, Josh.
2 balls and a strike to Joshua Salinas. Missing high for ball 3. Ball 4.
Ball 4 to Salinas.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Carlos Castillo. Castillo is 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to the third baseman back in the 3rd inning. First pitch missing high for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
One ball, 1 strike is the count to the batter, Carlos Castillo. Outside for ball 2.
2-1.
Go Redskins.
Swung on. This is a fly ball to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit.
Castillo sends one out into center field. It drops.
So the Redskins here in the 6th inning have their first 2 batters aboard. A walk and a single. Nobody out, and we go to the top of the order. It's going to be Ronnie Bocanegra.
Up to bat. Ronnie Bocanegra.
He's 1 for 2 tonight. A pop-up and a single. First pitch, watches it go by for strike 1. That is a grounder to the shortstop. Picked up, goes to second for 1. Trying to turn 2. Not in time.
As it tries to make the double play, 1 out. Man on second is called out. Safe at first. Redskins have
So Salinas goes to third.
up to bat, number 11.
Castillo is thrown out
Joaquin Gutierrez.
at second. And Bocanegra is aboard on a fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Joaquin Gutierrez with 1 out, runners at the corners. First pitch fouled back for strike 1. Swung on, fouled back. This one's going to go out of play. And the count now is 0-2.
0-2.
Go Jack, anything close, Jack.
Ground ball in the gap. Got stopped by the shortstop. And he throws it to second for an out. What a play by Abrego. Just when you thought that was going to get through for a base hit, he just lays himself out, grabs it, fires it to second for the second out.
Some really good defense. 2 outs.
One run does come across, though.
Donna Redskins score a run, 7-1. 2 outs.
So there are 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Ethan Rincon. First pitch in foul territory. He's going to go out of play.
Foul ball. Strike 1.
Low for ball 1.
1-1.
Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Rincon. Snap throw to first base. Almost getting the runner. But Del Villar just couldn't hang on to it. One ball, 1 strike. You heard it from Elizondo to the batter, Rincon. High and outside for ball 2.
2-1.
Outside, ball 3. Throw to first, not in time. 3 balls and a strike to Rincon. Swung on, that's going to be fouled. The count is now full.
Foul ball. Full count.
Here comes a payoff pitch. Runner will be going with a full count and 2 outs. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs. It'll bring up the catcher, Alan Jimenez. Jimenez is 1 for 2 tonight. A single back in the second and a pop-up in the fourth. First pitch inside for ball 1. That one is in there for strike 1. Same pitch, this time just a little more to the inside. Crossing the plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trying to go to first. Del Villar wasn't on the bag, but sneakily, and that's not even a word, I just made that up, sneakily came behind the runner to try to get a pickoff. Swung on, fouled back out of play. Maybe it'll catch on and one of these days might make it into the dictionary at some point. Or maybe even the Urban Dictionary. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Jimenez. Looked like Hernandez threw that one on purpose to see if he could get Jimenez to chase something out of the strike zone. Jimenez being very patient there. Count now is even at 2. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung on, fly ball center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. They're going to keep Gutierrez at third. And now the bases are loaded, and that'll bring up Roy Daniel Gomez.
Up to bat. Number 7, Roy Daniel Gomez.
Gomez is 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a strikeout is what he has at his 2 at-bats here this evening.
And the Wildcats have a little confab at the mound.
Little conference at the mound as they talk things over with the pitcher Hernandez. I think they really just want to talk about is what they're going to do where the ball goes in different scenarios.
Keep it going for the next guy. Keep it going for the next guy.
So Gomez at the plate. Bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. Going to first. Did they get him? They're going to say no. That was close.
Hernandez.
Wildcat Nation wanted that call. You could hear the O's in the crowd. Nothing in 1 to count. Swung on. This is going to be foul.
Foul ball. 0-2.
Nothing in 2 is the count to Gomez. 2 outs. Runners on every base here in the top of the 6th inning. High for ball 1.
1-2.
Swings at that one, fly ball to right field. In comes Valderas, out goes the second baseman. Can't get it. 1 run scores, 2 run scores for the Redskins. So a 2 RBI double for Gomez. And the Redskins have scored 3 runs here in the 6th.
Runs in for the Redskins.
And now the score is 7-3. And to the plate is the shortstop, Miguel Maldonado. Maldonado is 0 for 2 tonight.
Miguel Maldonado.
A strikeout and a flyout. First pitch swung on, fouled back. Catcher back. Cannot make the grab. Looked like he had it for a second, but just could not hang on to it.
Foul back. Strike 1.
You good, catcher? You good? Come on, Miguel.
0-1 count to Maldonado. Low for ball 1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike is the count to Maldonado. 2 outs, runners at second and third. That is a wicked breaking ball from Hernandez. Just leaves Maldonado standing. And now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is a ground bouncer to the shortstop. Picked up, thrown to first, one hopper, safe. And 2 runs are going to score for the Redskins. Abrego had to wait for that one as it was a slow hopper. Just couldn't get it to first base on time. And 2 runs come across. And now the score is 7-5.
Wildcats talk it over. Into the batter's box, number 2, Jace.
So with 5 runs coming across here in the 6th inning, 2 outs. That's going to bring up the 9th batter of the inning, Jace Castillo. He is 0 for 2 tonight. A fly out and a strikeout. Pickoff attempt in time is the runner, Miguel Maldonado. In there for strike 1. Redskins have 5 runs on 3 hits here in this inning. High for ball 2.
2-1. If we could get Yvette Fernandez to come up to the press box, we have something of yours. Yvette Fernandez up to the press box.
Hey, cut that stuff out.
2-1 pitch, fouled down the third base line. 2-2 is now the count.
Once again, Yvette Fernandez, if you are in the stadium, please make your way to the press box. We have something that belongs to you.
Deep breath, Jace. Relax. All right, good job, good job.
2-2, count remains.
Come on, Jace.
Outside to make the count full.
Full count.
Go, Jace. Go, Jace. Keep it going.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Fernandez dialed that one in for the 3rd strike to end the inning.
The Redskins do bring 5 across on 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the score is your Wildcats 7, the Redskins 5. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Wildcats come into the plate, leading 7-5. They'll get things going with batters 2, 3, and 4. Lalo Hernandez, Andy Rodriguez, and James Abrego. Lalo Hernandez swings at the first pitch, fouls it. May have hit his leg there as he limps out of the batter's box. Nothing in 1 to count. That one missing high for ball 1. Hernandez calls time. Missing outside for ball 2.
Hey, nice and easy, Jack. Nice and easy, Jack.
Outside again. This time it is ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to the batter, Lalo Hernandez. Swung on, fouled back. Count is now full.
Fights that one off. Full count.
Go, Jack.
3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on. First baseman will pick that one up, come back and touch the bag for out number 1.
Over to the first baseman, 1 out.
Andy Rodriguez now at the
Andy
plate.
Rodriguez.
Come back, Jack.
Rodriguez is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 pop-ups and a ground out. Way outside for ball 1. Swung on and fouled back for strike 1.
Ball to bat, 1-1.
1 ball and 1 strike on the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Outside for ball 2.
2-1.
2-1 count on Rodriguez. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
2-2.
Take your time, Jack.
2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Two and two.
We'll do 2-2 once again. Fouled back, and again, 2-2 is the count.
Rodriguez battling in the batter's box. 2-2.
Go, Jack. Good job, Jack. Hey, one good pitch. One good pitch.
Outside for ball 3.
Full count.
Count is now full on Rodriguez. Ball 4.
Ball 4. Rodriguez takes a base.
So the Wildcats have a runner on in Rodriguez, and that'll bring up James Abrigo. Abrigo is 2 for 2 in a walk. He scored twice. We've got a pinch runner for Rodriguez. And that's going to be Noodles, Jacob Ramirez, number 11. First pitch, did it get the batter or was it in the turf? Looks like it was in the turf, but Ramirez will run out to second. Number 16, not 11. My bad on the number call. The pitcher's number 11. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter, James Abrigo. High, ball 2.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes to the batter, Abrigo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Way out in front of that breaking ball. High for ball 3.
3-1. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have some property that belongs to Yvette Fernandez. If you'll make it up to the press box, we'll return your property to you. Yvette Fernandez.
3 balls and a strike. In the turf, Ramirez on his way to third, and that's a base on balls for Abrigo.
That one gets past the catcher. Ramirez will advance to third, and your Wildcats have 1 out.
So back-to-back walks issued by Gutierrez. Runners at the corner, 1 out, and that's going to bring up Jaden Del Villar. Villar is 1 for 3 tonight, an RBI single in the 4th. Del Villar at the plate for your Wildcats. First pitch, missing the strike zone for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Del Villar.
1-1.
High for ball 2.
The left field area for a base hit. Runner scores. Ramirez makes it across the plate. The Wildcats go up 8-5.
Abrego at second, and Del Villar at first.
Next up to bat, Adrian Guzman.
8-5 is now the score. Wildcats on top by 3. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Adrian Guzman. Guzman has been aboard every time he's been at the plate. A fielder's choice in the second, a RBI double in the fourth, and he walked in the fifth. Watches the first pitch go by for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1 to Guzman.
Swung on and fouled back. It's going to make its way out of play for strike 2. So the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter, the designated hitter, Adrian Guzman. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Fighting that one off. 1-2.
Fouled back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Guzman staying alive. 1-2.
Swung on, fly ball in the direction of the left fielder, Castillo. He loses it, and it falls safely for a base hit.
Runners advance.
And now the bases are loaded.
And into the batter's box is Aiden Gonzalez.
Bases loaded for Aiden Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 2 for 3 tonight. He struck out in the second, an RBI triple in the fourth, and a single in the fifth. First pitch missing low for ball 1.
Hey, calm down, Jack.
Catches the outside corner for strike 1.
To Gonzalez.
1 ball and 1 strike to Gonzalez. Hit hard. Second baseman picks it up, fires to shortstop, but it gets beyond him. 1 run scores, 2 run will score.
And one score for your Wildcats. Second baseman.
So Gonzalez reaches on an error. I think we got to call that one on the shortstop.
Shortstop at second base.
Because the second baseman seemed to field it cleanly and throw it correctly. But again, we're in a position behind home plate where we can't see the angle.
And up to bat is number 12, Nate Balderas.
But with those 2 runs, the score is now 10-5. Make it 11-5. Good recovery made by Sanchez to be able to pick it up and make the out at first. And now the score is 11-5, and that'll bring up Zavala. Zavala's 1 for 2, a fly out and a single and a walk, as he's been to the plate 3 times tonight. Swings at the first pitch, and that's going to drop for a base hit. It's 12-5.
Left center field. The score is now 12-5 as Gonzalez crosses the plate. We hit the top of the lineup.
So we go to the top of the order. It'll be Tony Solis at the plate. A fly out, 2 walks, and a fielder's choice is what Solis has done at the plate here in tonight's ball game. That's a balk.
Zavala will go to second base on the ball.
Little added movement there from the pitcher Gutierrez, and it's called by the umpire David Gomez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Breaking ball missing inside for ball 1.
1-1 to Solis.
Outside for ball 2.
2-1.
Here comes a 2-1. Hit high to center field. Castillo moving to his left, and he dives. Does he make the grab? He does. A diving catch made by Castillo to end the inning. But your Wildcats score 5 more runs to give them some cushion, as we have played 6 here at Weslaco East Baseball Stadium. And at the end of 6, it's your Wildcats 12, the Redskins 5. Redskins come to bat in the top of the 7th inning. They'll start things off with a designated hitter, Joshua Salinas, followed by Carlos Castillo, and then back to the top of the order with Ronnie Bocanegra. The first pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike one. Salinas is 0 for 1 tonight. He did walk and score back in the 6th, struck out looking in the 3rd. He has swung at the first 2 pitches he has seen from Hernandez here in the 7th and has fouled them both back, and now he's behind in the count, 0-2. Inside for ball 1. Wildcats can end this with 3 outs here. That catches the inside part of the plate for strike 3. So the second time that Hernandez gets Salinas looking, and that's the first out of the 7th inning here tonight. And that'll bring up Carlos Castillo. Castillo is 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out twice to the shortstop. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 1 tonight. I'm looking at the wrong line. He is 1 for 2 tonight, excuse me. Singled back in the 6th and grounded out in the 3rd. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swung on, that is going to be foul for strike 2.
Fouled out of play, 2-2.
Count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, Carlos Castillo. Swung on, fouled back. Count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. High for ball 3.
Full count.
That gets him looking for strike 3.
Castillo takes strike 3.
Castillo looks at that one go by, forced called strike 3, and that is the 9th strikeout by Hernandez tonight.
And he lets Hernandez.
And that's going to do it for Hernandez
6 innings and 2 outs.
as he pitches
Bring in Jacob Ramirez to the plate.
6 2/3 inning.
Hernandez, you did a great
Gives
job
up
tonight.
5 hits, but 9 strikeouts. And in to close the game tonight is Noodles, Jacob Ramirez. The left-handed pitcher, just a freshman on this Wildcat baseball team.
And here we go. Donna Redskins down to the last.
2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. That'll be Ronnie Bocanegra for the Redskins to face the closer, Jacob Ramirez. First pitch high for ball 1. Breaking ball in there for strike 1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Low for ball 2.
2-1.
Swung on, it is to right field, and the right fielder, Nate Valderas, makes the grab for out number 3. Your Wildcats win this one. The final score, your Weslaco East Wildcats 12, the Donna Redskins 5. I want to thank Joseph Hale, doing a great job on the computer, the graphics, keeping everything flowing so smooth. Vinny Berry on the camera. I am Joe Aguilar saying good night from the Weslaco East High School Baseball Stadium as your Weslaco East Wildcats win this one. The final score, your Weslaco East Wildcats 12, the Donna Redskins 5. We'll see you next time right here on KWES.